Welcome in, Capricorns. This is your monthly reading. So we are going to take a look at the month of March and just get some information and guidance for you and see what's going on. As usual, just to kind of give some background, when I do my readings, I'm really tapping in to the now moment because all we have is the now. That's the only thing that exists. So we have to tap into the frequency of, like, for example, Capricorns for March. I'm tapping into the collective energy. So that's the cumulative energy of any sun, moon, rising, or Venus Capricorn. And then getting kind of what is coming up based on, again, your frequencies. And it just gives us a little bit of insight of, based on where you're at now, what is the potentialities of the next moment? What's the guidance? What are some things that can help you? So we are in March. We are wrapping up the closure of the season. So for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, we have the spring equinox. And we are, coming out of winter. So the energies are shifting. The spring equinox is really the traditional new year of the universe, of nature, of everything that runs off of nature, the planets, the sun, the moon, the cycles of our bodies, of the planet, runs off of a 13-month cycle. And also the seasons, which really, when you think of the new year, it's really that shift from winter to spring. So this is a big month. That spring equinox is a big energy. Also this month, by the time you listen to this, I am filming this on the Virgo full moon lunar eclipse. So that's also a big one. And just kind of, I've been telling everyone this is a period of complete and utter surrender and acceptance of what is. That's the best way to navigate the energies right now, is just complete and utter surrender. And if you have to remind yourself that through affirmations, anytime you start to feel like the control start to come up, like I need to control this, or the anxiety or fear, or like the insistence or expectations, right? And so there's a saying that comes from a channeler, Daryl Anka, who channels Bashar. He says, insistence is resistance. So the more we insist that things have to be a certain way, that we insist and there has to be a certain outcome, we insist things have to be a certain way, that creates resistant energy in our lives, which ultimately leads, when we have resistance, it creates challenge. It creates a pushing against the natural flow. So the more resistance we're putting out there, we're going to get more resistance back from the universe, which will manifest from people. We'll get more resistance from other people. It creates challenge in our relationships, in our dynamics. It also puts resistance, which kind of keeps things away. So it keeps abundance away. It keeps ease away. And it actually invites in more things like stress and challenge. But it may soothe your fear. It may soothe your belief systems by feeling like the more you insist, you have control. But it's actually the opposite. And maybe Capricorns, you needed to hear that because you are an earth sign. Capricorns are about the details of organization, and maybe Virgo's a little bit more about organization, but you definitely are about the details and about how things are in the physical. And you definitely are about goals and production and things like that. And so I think that's why you needed to hear that. I have kind of been saying, the things that come out before I really start into the cards are I just connect to the energy, again, of the collective and just allow whatever to comes out. So the information I'm talking about is different for every zodiac sign. Sometimes I say similar things, sometimes they're different, and I just allow it to come up because it's whatever you guys need to hear that is for your highest good at this now moment. All right, so let's get into the reading. I'm going to pull some oracle cards. So we have action and breakthroughs. So we just the end of February shifted the Chinese zodiac. We're now in the year of the fire horse. So you got the horse energy. You are the only one so far who's gotten the horse, this action card, and also this breakthrough card. I only have one more reading, Aquarius, left to do. But yeah, there's definitely some major breakthroughs in something that you're actively working on, or there's some action, there's breakthrough and something starts moving for you. Something finally shifts. And you actually see things start moving forward. So that's exciting. That could be in a lot of things. We'll get more cards and see if anything comes up. A man holding a heart and magic. So this could be something with relationships. For some of you, if you're single, this definitely could be finally, if you feel like you've been stagnant in the love department or dating, this could be someone coming in this month. And it almost like it unfolds very magically, very synchronistically. It's like comes out of nowhere. And it has a very magical way of how this person is brought to you. So that's for some of you. I also feel like if that's not the case, it could be, people who are in relationships, there could be some major breakthroughs in areas that you've been stagnant, or finally like something where you finally start to understand each other, or, there's just some major breakthrough could be, again, an existing relationship. But there's definitely a lot of love coming in. This could also be you just really opening your heart finally. There's a breakthrough in the heart chakra and your heart energy. And you're really harnessing and expanding this month energetically. Doing to me, this could be energetic work too. But you're actively, you're actively putting out... You could be, again, doing inner work, just actively doing stuff that brings in a breakthrough for you. So I love this energy no matter how it shows up for you guys. Let's check the tarot, get more details here. Okay, so you have the ace, not the ace, sorry, the Page of Swords, the Nine of Cups, in the King of Swords. So this breakthrough could also come through via a message, through some sort of information from someone else, an email, a text, just randomly can come across something like you randomly come across a video on YouTube. But definitely there's some sort of message or information coming through that is something that you wanted. It's almost like this helps you and you get what you want. So again, there could also be some situation in your life hasn't been moving, or that has been kind of in a standstill. But there's movement now this month. The energy shifts. And it could be tied to this King of Swords. It could be tied to a male, maybe at work, a client, a partner, a family member. This could be that love person coming in. So that could be an air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, we have the Five of Wands. Justice card right at the heart of your reading. And then the Page of Wands. So I feel like whatever this situation is, there has been resistance from others, or there's been, again, This is a disagreement or not agreeing on something, which has created a bit of a standstill again. Like there hasn't been movement because people can't agree on something. So this could be really tied to work. If this is love, this could be your patterning, right? You just feel like you're always finding people who, again, you're just not on the same page, whether it's your values, what you want out of life, someone who you want to get married and have kids, and you keep coming across these people who just aren't willing to commit. So in this, really, the heart of this, that what you're going through, it does tie to karma. It does come from kind of an imbalance or some lessons that you've had to work through and become more aware, right? Because like there is the swords are about clarity or information or finding truth around something. It also could be resistance around kids. For a small few of you, there could be some resistance in a relationship about, like, do we want to have kids? Someone doesn't or doesn't know, or timing. If this is, again, some sort of random situation, like a client at work or there's a deal or something, I do feel like there's some new ideas that come around to deal with it, to help, again. It's like you think of something that, again, comes out of nowhere that's kind of like, oh, maybe I should try this or say this. 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, and then the Ace of Swords. Look at that. More truth. There's some major information I feel like you're going to get this month. That's going to, again, right the ship, get you on the right path, overcome a situation. There's definitely something about the balance here, what's equitable for you. So again, if this is a situation where people are not agreeing, it's because of maybe the money, the price, the cost. There's something that's not equitable to me, and there needs to be some more compromise in that area. It has created some confusion, but ultimately here with the Justice, 9 of Cups, 7 of Cups, this is like you're going to get what you want, and you may have more options or choices than you think. So it could also be like a situation just kind of stalled out, and maybe it's not that situation that actually breaks through, but there's something else that comes in, and there's other options for you to actually get what you want, or to seal a deal, or to make some money or something like that, or a different client. So again, this could be a relationship. This could be kind of a work scenario. You could kind of plug and play. And then, of course, again, the Ace of Swords is about some major, that's an ace. So that's some major information that really puts you on a different trajectory, if I can talk. Let's see, what's this 5 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles about? Yes, 5 of Cups. Something like you lost. There was some sort of loss here, or something didn't work out. There's some hard feelings here about a situation. So, maybe this could be referring, if this is love for you, this could refer to your past. And this is like your patterning and what happened in the past that has left you really heartbroken. There's, grief around relationships that didn't work out because of the imbalance and a lot of conflict. Let's see, what's this Ace of Swords? I saw this card too, so I'm going to pull it. So we have the High Priestess and the 3 of Swords. Someone could actually, again, it's kind of shifting here, the story, but like, again, if this is a relationship, again, this refers to the past. Someone could reach out or text you again from your past. There's a text here because tied to this, again, the situation, there was heartbreak. but there's some sort of like intuition about this, like you intuitively know they were going to text or something, or there's information coming in that it's like you knew it before it came in, like you were just feeling intuitively you knew something was going on, and then you get the information in the physical. What's the Justice about? Four of Cups, shifting out of some sort of, there's a shift, right, karmically here. So if you felt like you got the short end of the stick or you got hurt, this energy's shifting, especially if you feel like have been kind of stuck in this poor me victim mentality, like relationships don't ever work out for me. Or, you know, like focusing on what you don't have. If you are single or have, you know, there was this breakup in the past, and focusing on what you lost. And there's kind of this like heavy feeling here. But with the Justice card, and that in the background you see this hand coming out of the clouds with this cup, there is an offer here from the universe. Like there is an opportunity for something new to come in. You may not be seeing it right away for what it is, but there's definitely something coming in. It's like first it's a small, like you look at, we go from the Page of Swords to the Ace of Swords. So it's like something comes in, and maybe there, you know, the High Priestess is there. So it's like there's something intuitive here, but maybe your mind's like, yeah, I don't think this is that big or that it's really something. But then all of a sudden, wham, then you really get your clarity that this is real. Let's talk to this King of Swords. The Hierophant. Yeah, this is some sort of commitment to a sword. So this could be someone coming back from your past that in the past, or that was resistant to commitment. But Five of Swords. Ooh. Someone's playing a bit of a game here and trying to manipulate. So I don't necessarily like this. So if someone does come back from your past, I don't know. I definitely feel like you already intuitively are picking up on like something here, but almost it's like this is a month of the past resurfacing. That's a general theme in the readings. It's a theme that I've been hearing across the board. The past is resurfacing, but it's for us to finally kind of close that chapter. So for you Capricorns, if something is coming back up from the past, whether it's a person from the past, whether it's a pattern or a point of contention from your past that's resurfacing in your current relationship that's causing issues, it's something for you to really address. If this is work related, again, this could be a client or someone you've worked with for some time that has continuously caused issues, conflict, and it's like you haven't figured out how to really get what you want or get on the right side with this person. If it's a client, maybe you haven't been able to get a deal with them or close a deal. But this Nine of Cups here, it's like, let me see what that is. Nine of Cups, the Moon. It's almost like people aren't, either you're holding back your true feelings, what you really want. And if this, you know, we have to be open. And this is a period where we need to start communicating our truth. We need to really start talking about what we're feeling. If we have deep feelings that we're not around, even what we truly desire or what we need out of a situation, we need to communicate. We need to discuss this. This is also communication. Let's see. Page of Wands. Nine of Wands. Something has definitely been challenging. Look at all these wands here. So something has been challenging. It's been a tough road, whatever the situation is for you. I do feel like there's potentially contemplation here about giving up on this and going a different way or going on a different path. If this is a relationship, I think you need to start thinking of new ideas and new ways of approaching things instead of staying in a potentially loop-de-loop of the same sort of patternings. This Nine of Wands would be like you have the same fights. Like you have the same fight. You're triggered around the same things. You have the same point of issue, and it's starting to get to where it's like, are we ever going to be able to overcome this? But there is a level, to me, there is a level of commitment here that you're going to wait and see. It's like you're waiting to see how something unfolds, or just waiting. It's like you're not really willing to end something or to walk away, but yet you're still hoping here. And if you're single, again, you still have faith and hope. You're kind of, in a way, part of you wants to give up and think, I'm never going to write Four of Cups. Maybe I'm never going to find my person, but I think they're still in it for you to have faith, and something's going to come in here. And the breakthrough is coming this month. And the Ace of Swords, Two of Wands. Yeah. So finally, there's some decision here. A Star. Again, getting what you want. Getting what you wish for here. I'm also hearing too, you kind of have the upper hand in your life or in a situation. Not saying, right, don't use that as a point of like control or, oh, I have the upper hand, because that's not games. That's the Five of Swords. That's game playing. That's like manipulation. But I do feel like just trusting, because something's about to expand. Something's about to happen. That's going to put you in a different, you know, like in this Two of Wands, it's really about deciding to expand out, to go into a new territory here. And I think you're going to get some clarity on that. All right, Capricorns, interesting. We'll see how this unfolds for you guys. Okay, before I go, I'm going to pull an I Ching Oracle, and just, they have some cool messages on here and just something to leave you with for, or to think through for March. Okay, so you got the Abyss, water over water. Be at peace with the forces of change in life instead of struggling against them. Open your heart and adopt a detached, receptive state that will allow the universe to work everything out. Well, isn't that just perfect for these cards, this reading we had? You know, it's not about trying to force, continuously try, because we have a lot of resistance here, and that could be about control, right? So instead of trying to force things to happen the way you want them to, or to force an outcome, because you've definitely been struggling here, and I feel like you're trying to like push against the river or swim upriver. This is about surrender. I said this at the beginning of the reading. Surrender and acceptance, and opening your heart up to any outcome. Definitely whatever's for the highest and best good for everyone in the situation. That's the best kind of perspective to have. The more you're detached and receptive to just the universal energy, the universal flow, that's when all of a sudden everything will work out. And it might work out even better than you thought or wanted. Maybe the outcome surprises you and it's something that comes out of left field. But in reality, when you look back, you're going to say, I'm glad it didn't happen like I wanted it to. Okay? Well, Capricorns, I love it. You guys have a good March. Definitely don't forget to subscribe, join the Lyran Soul Tribe, and, you know, let me know how your 2026 has been in the comments. Also, if you need a little bit of support, take a look at my books, and I got my energy tools too, my energy bracelets. Check out my Etsy as well. Lots of tools and stuff available, energetic stuff that can help you in this time we're in, right? All right. I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.